Wow, news came out bullish for the dollar.
Welcome back, baby. Cheers. What's happening? Hope you had a good day. At least for some of you guys. Let's make it an epic stream. It's going to be the last stream of the week for me personally. Tomorrow I will be flying, so I will not be able to be here. So let's absolutely crush it. Congratulations. Yesterday was a beautiful trade. Beautiful stream. With beautiful people. LTA concepts, baby. Let's get it. Smash a 1 in the chat if you're fully committed to rock and roll with us. Thick and thin. Let's make it happen. I'm looking forward to it. Let's get to work. We have a lot of things to discuss today. So get the party started. Yeah, that was a typical human error around the music, as always, right? The perfect DJ, Lorenzo Corrado. Good to see you, Market Rafik. Good to see you, Patrick. Good to see you, Adit, Naomi, Lizzie Trades. Hey, good to see you again. Welcome back. Timbo Slice. Madhu in Hell. Adi. What? Emden, Rabu. Bitcrypt. Akasha, hey, whoa, welcome back once again. You're one of the OGs. Joseph, Crypto Noob, good to see you. Let's get the party started. Let's actually turn up the beat a little bit because... okay. Looking forward to today's session, man. Yesterday we catched that short setup on gold. That was really nice. Asian lows were taken out. 8-hour supply. Fixed point of control of the range. CERC pattern. Right? CERC, we talk about this pattern all the time. Textbook, right? Textbook trade set up yesterday. Let's see where we are today. We're going to talk about it again here. Let's see what the market is doing at this current moment. Okay, I quickly want to snipe and check out the trading floor. Ryu is in a yen future short position. That means that he's longing dollar yen at this current moment. The dollar is still strong. the dollar is still strong. This was a super valid setup. We're going to talk about the setup for sure. Incredible stuff. Let's see what Vanessa is doing. A big shout out to the guys in the trading floor, as always, helping us out here and also talking about their own setups. I see Vanessa here also on the yen futures, which is amazing. The pound is setting up. Euro USD is setting up. A lot of currencies, geez. A lot of currencies in the trading floor today. Makes sense with the dollar, right? Being so extremely freaking strong. Absolutely, absolutely. Let's get to work here. I'm looking forward to see what we have. Let me get this straight. Let's smash up the like button here, guys. Let's smash up that like button. It helps the channel grow. And if you really, really like this content regardless, and you are looking forward to some actual content about the volume profile, some long form video content, I highly recommend you to subscribe and put on your notifications as well here. Okay, let's go over the markets here right now. Gold is in a range at this current moment here. Yesterday's trade was already discussed, right? Yesterday we kind of shorted. We shorted gold from that higher time frame supply zone. Let's talk about gold right now at the moment here. Gold's holding up quite well for now, but we're gonna go and see what we can do. At this current moment, let's just zoom out, right? The best thing that you can do is to zoom out, especially when the lower time frame is all over the place, is ranging. Just zoom out to the higher time frame, right? And what is the first thing that I see at this current moment? We are in somewhat of daily supply, as well as a 8-hour supply zone, similar to yesterday, right? Similar to yesterday. Yesterday we were in 8-hour supply zone too. And what happened from that moment? We saw that rejection right there. This was at 8-hour supply zone. Right there. Let me actually make sure that you have it very visible here. 8-hour supply price tapped into that. And in this candle, we took our short setup. In this candle right here, we decided to short. Sorry, was it this candle? No, it was this candle. This candle was already set. Yeah, we decided to short the gold setup right here, targeting the London and Asian lows in this case, right? I'm always saying London lows, man. I still make the same freaking mistake, but it's the Asian lows, okay? New York opened up, it failed to take out the London highs and it targeted the Asian lows. That was the actual setup we talked about. So anyways, right now at the moment, we are still facing resistance. It is true. It is true. We're still in resistance. We have created that new 8-hour supply. We have the drop base drop. We are now back at that 8-hour supply again. We're holding up quite well. We're pushing into it a little bit. So that's kind of what we're seeing right now at the current moment. Let's see what we have on the 30-minute. And then I'm going to look at the 5-minute as well here. So we had a setup here already. I'm just looking at it right now. This is that 8-hour supply zone. This was yesterday's trade. We had that setup here from yesterday's range here. Look at that range, guys. Do you see that? Look at that range right there. What happens if we would draw the volume profile over that range? We already tapped into that range clearly, right? Did we tap into a key level? Let's check it out. Let's mark out the very low first. And let's see what happened. Boom. Oh. Yes, sir. Look at that reaction from the fixed very low yesterday from that range. Or this was today during the London session. The London gave you a setup. The London was a setup right here. Right? You got rejected from the fixed value area low of that range. You guys already know what we're talking about. Right? And if you don't know what we're talking about, then download this free ebook. Right? All the patterns, all the structures, our complete concept is in this book right here. Link is in the description. It's the first link in the description. You can download it for free. But anyways, that is a consolidation right here. We had the expansion, and then London session today was the retracement, or I mean, since yesterday we went and worked our way back to the London session. London session today tapped into that level. We got rejected, and then we wanted to see that follow through. And then I was looking at that internal range right here for a manipulation and then a continuation, but we are holding up quite strong. So right now at the moment you can see that gold is holding up really well. actually. Gold is doing its absolute best right now to hold up regardless and not follow through here. Okay. I usually do not really recommend to take trades at the end of the London session and then before the New York session. Really rare I would take a trade, only when it's extremely clean, higher time frame confirmation and stuff. But usually, you know, it starts to range. You never really get that follow through until the New York actually starts running, right? Until the New York session actually opens up. That's when the volume starts coming in. So, you know, sometimes it's better to just simply wait for that so you can kind of get the best confirmations from there as well here. But anyways, higher time frame supply. We are still in resistance on the higher time frame as well here. We are just trying to push into or deeper into that supply at this current moment here. What would I be looking for right now, right? I want to know what the lows is of this candle right here. This 8 hour, I think it's also the 4 hour candle. What is that low? On which price level is that low? That's at 39.56. Okay. It's pretty much the lows of that range, right? Pretty much the low of that range. Right around here, we're going to face some resistance here, I guess. What will I be looking for? Well, right now at the moment, that would have been a nice setup here. I think what we're doing right now, we're kind of developing a larger range, right? So I'm going to be patient and see if we can, either break out. And if you do break out, I'm going to be looking at the higher time frame again. But longing, I'm still a little bit cautious with longing here. I still am not comfortable with longing too much right now at the moment. The 12 hour looks quote unquote nice, right? If you look at it right here as well. But look at where we are. If you go here to the daily, you can kind of already see this. You have that drop and then you have that break, and you're going to find some serious resistance here as well right now. So major resistance, I think, is going to come at 39.94. So let's see if we can push up a bit higher. What I'm actually looking for is to see if we can just develop a new range, break out of that range, and then take a short from that range. That would be the ideal case scenario. But either we do something like this, break down and we target the lows, or we actually break down and we look for the continuation to the lows. Something like that here. All right, we're trending downwards this current moment. We are now trying to push up a little bit, but I'm just going to keep a close eye on it here. Okay. Ghibli says Trump is speaking live right now. Well, that's a nice one, isn't it? That's a nice confirmation for for getting wrecked on a Wednesday, right? Now let's see what happens with Trump. I don't know. We might have a look at it if that's indeed the case right now. If he's indeed speaking, we'll see how that one goes right here. But anyways, I'm gonna keep a close eye on this lower time frame range and see what we can do right now. That setup played out during London session, so that is already done. Let's see if the price can actually develop a range here, and then we can actually break layer. Hi Lorenzo, what do you think about gold futures in comparison to gold spot? Let me actually look at the futures chart as well here. Let me set it up for you, so I can actually kind of confirm it. I mean, the future chart looks pretty much the same, right? I mean, there is no difference on the future chart in my opinion. You have that range. You have that rejection in that range right here. We had that rejection at the very low, price rejected. We're now back at the very low again. So we're going to face that resistance at that level again. That's what I think is going to come right now. I think we're going to try to push higher in the short term. But no clear setups right now at the moment. So yeah, let's just see how things develop here. Okay. The community is really focused on the currency pairs, which I do agree with. Actually, I do like some of those currency pairs as well here, which I'm gonna definitely pay some attention to if the market doesn't really give us anything clean on gold here. I would say pay attention to today is Wednesday. Let me know what your data tells you on a Wednesday, by the way. But my data tells me on a Wednesday that I have to be a bit more cautious from like the previous freaking months in a row. But anyways, let's mark out this range and let's see if we can actually break down. Okay? Why do I think why do I want to look for a breakdown? The reason why I want to look for a breakdown is because of the fact that we're gonna find a couple of areas of resistance still on the higher time frame, right? We have a couple of higher time frame areas of supply still that are in control. So this is one of those. This is where we took our short from yesterday. And then now we are actually operating in another one as well here. So we're just gonna wait and see. I do not really want to long here. I don't feel comfortable longing yet at this current moment here, all right? The market is not looking that nice for longs right now, in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of it. Right here, I would be, right? Anything around that daily demand zone, I will be super keen for long setups. See if we can hold demand and create some sort of pattern or whatever. But right now, in this larger range that we're forming here, I'm not a big fan of longs. I think shorting is the better play for me. Yeah. And Titan Fitness, my friend Tom Howley sent me here. I'll be getting the ebook today. Looks amazing. Awesome, bro. Amazing to hear. Yeah, I just shared something from Tom here. Very nice. 1 year and 1 month under Lorenzo Corrado. Thomas Howley is now officially a funded elite trader. Big shout out to you, Tom. Congratulations, man. Well done. Well deserved. Hard work, right? Hard work is paying off, man. I'm very happy about it. Very proud of you. Sometimes it's open your prop firm. Only when we're in like a trade or we enter a new position or whatever the case may be here. We can actually see some of the P&L. By the way, at the same time, I might be able to take a trade today on my personal account as well here. Let's see how that goes. In case something happens, if it's a clean setup, I might take a trade from my personal account as well, instead of just the prop firm challenge, or challenge, the funded account. Can you outline the main differences between entry model 1 and between entry model 4? Entry model 1 is a 3 candle bar play, right? So let me actually open. Do you have the ebook already or not? If you have the ebook already, then it's a very easy one for you. Just look at the difference. You see it in the book. Have you paused any of your funded accounts? Well, they're funded accounts, so they're probably already paused, right? I mean, yes. I mean, we talked about it yesterday. Yesterday we got our max payout, right? We applied for our max payout, or our max payout got approved by Topstep. So yeah, we already got our payouts. We are now going for our next payout. The balance is pretty much reset, at least for 50%. So our new journey starts again. Yeah, yesterday we took a trade almost immediately after the stream, or during the stream when we started it here. Sometimes it happens, right? Sometimes we get boom. On stream, we get into a trade immediately. Today, it seems like we need a little bit more time for price to develop here. What I could focus on maybe still is this range. I was looking at this range one more time. If we do manage now with New York to come and break below it, I think it might be a good sign for indeed short continuations here. But it means we kind of have to break below the value area low here on this lower time frame This is right around there. And then I want to see a break below the 3963. And then I will be looking for a setup right there. And then I might take a trade like that. Because the trade will then look something like, I think, this right here. And then I would target probably, let me see if I can find it. The Asian lows again, or what? Yeah. I mean, yeah, something like that. Something like that. If we manage to break below the very low and we turn this, actually, we're starting to turn that into resistance. Stop loss above the point of control. Yeah. I would look for something like this. I would look for something like that again. I think so. Similar to yesterday, guys, to be honest. Similar to yesterday. The only difference is that it's Wednesday. And we need a bit more of a confirmation here. We need some volume. Seems like the same play, right? Not a CERC play, but it's a CME play after the CERC. So the range, expansion, retracement, and then the internal confirmation, pretty much, right? That's kind of the setup I am probably going to look for, something like that. Let's see. Today we hold it, right? Today we're going to hold it, bro. Today we're going to hold it, yeah. Today I have to... Thank you for reminding me. That's some good stuff. Yeah. Today I'm planning to hold it, yeah. Today I'm planning to hold it for sure. Where to check your Excel journal of all your trades? Well, I use TradeZella. That's the only thing that I use. Because it's just it's pretty much automatic, right? I don't have to think about it too much. The more you can automate, the better it is. So if you like an automation journal, then I highly recommend you to use TradeZella. I'm not a sponsor or anything. I just really like the product. It's by far the best journaling software, right? By far. It's by far the best. In terms of my trades, I mean, we're streaming here. You can watch back the streams as well. I also have now changed the banners or the titles of my streams. So you kind of see what happened during each stream here. Right at the end. So I changed the title. So we can kind of track how many W's, how many losses, or during my my streams, my trading days, etc. Here. Just good for me to know. But today the buyers look stronger. Yeah, they do at the moment. But we are still in higher time frame resistance though. So I'm like, yeah. What happens if we break down right now, right? What happens if you break down? What happens if you do break down? Hi Lorenzo, before you go to Dubai, can you give a demonstration on the FundedNext rules, please? Especially if there are any loopholes traders may trapped in. Also, how realistic is the 40% consistency rule? You're talking about futures? Yeah. We got some really big news, by the way, for FundedNext. I can't talk about it yet, but there's definitely some incredible stuff happening here. Big shout out to Tom again. Just posted it right here. Yesterday, I passed stage 1 of my second stage FundedNext challenge. Now moving into stage 2. This shiny little certificate is a big milestone in my journey. With only 6 months of signals, auto copy experience, and barely any understanding of true market structure fundamentals, in just this year, learning LTA under Lorenzo plus Gavin has transformed my trading as a full-time engineer, manager, and a single dad of 2. I don't have a lot of spare hours, but following the process has taken me to a point where I'm coming close to fully being funded. If I can do this with limited time, anyone can. I think that's well said. That is well said. Okay. Can we drop, baby? Can we drop today, baby? Can we actually turn this beauty around here? The dollar has been absolutely on freaking fire, man. It's crazy how strong the dollar is at the moment. Yes, we are reaching, or we're getting very close to that macro resistance right now, that higher time frame resistance. But I'm not gonna say, oh, wait for the higher time frame resistance. We might turn around here as long as we have been building up a very clear uptrend since the FOMC here. And yeah, it's getting very interesting, right? Also, the interest rates of the dollar are significantly higher right now, still, on average, than other currencies, except for the pound, but much higher than the euro, for example. So I think the dollar is looking good. Dollar is looking healthy, man. Right now, finally, we have seen that turnaround here. This makes the euro bleed at this current moment here. So any trade setup that I'm looking for right now on all the currencies against the dollar are still shorts at this current moment. So what do? I just simply mark out, okay, all the supply and demand zones. That's it. That's the trick. That's the ultimate trick. Higher time frame supply and demand zones. This is the dollar yen. Price tapped into this on the 8-hour demand here. You can then see what happened internally, right? Price broke down. Price tapped into this range right here. Why is it changed? There we go. Price tapped into that range right there. It tapped into the point of control, and we continue to go higher. So 8-hour demand. We had a range. That was the consolidation. We had the manipulation, and now we're seeing the expansion. Right, G's? We talk about the same process over and over again. If the trend is bullish, we're looking for long setups. We wait for price to tap into a higher time frame demand zone, and then we're looking for that reversal play. Or that continuation play, you could say, right? So yeah, very good, man. Very strong setups today in general on the currencies. And this is why our group has been absolutely crushing it right now, again, with these currencies specifically. We were a little bit hesitant before, patiently waiting for the dollar, but now it's extremely obvious. So that's amazing. Dollar yen is in resistance, and we have a CERC play for a short. You know, the thing is, it's true, right? If you look at the 30-minute, but then you look at the 8-hour, the higher time frame, and you have created a major trend, and you just bounced from 8-hour demand. What do you think has the privilege, the preference right there, right? Is it going to be the shorts of that lower time frame CERC setup, or is it going to be the longs? Because of the fact that we bounced from higher time frame demand and we created a semi play. Vanessa hit full TP in the trading floor. Amazing. Awesome. GG, Vanessa. Let's see if Vanessa wants to come on for a second and explain the setup here. Let's see. Yo, Vanessa, how are you today?
Hey, Lorenzo, all good.
Amazing. Do you mind explaining your trade setup here, your trade ID here? Let me know.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'd be happy to. Yeah, it's kind of straightforward setup that we are really focusing on right now. Higher time frame first. So we've been seeing that the yen is coming down very strong in respect to other currencies. And so it immediately was on our watch list because the dollar is really pushing. And then we started to map out every supply that was created. And yeah, we have this daily, even 12-hour supply with a fantastic range on the left here. And then, yeah, in the beginning of the week and the end of last week, we created a range as well. And that's really interesting, something we can use. But then it got up stepwise towards supply. And that's something that we really like because we can use those little ranges as well. And yeah, it's just mapping out the CME plays and being really patient because we were hoping for something yesterday already, but it didn't happen. Then overnight during Asia, we tapped into that supply and we created the manipulation, came down, and during London still consolidating. So then it's really to be patient for the New York Open to see where we go. And yeah, we kind of already were below the POC of this range. So then it's just waiting for the entry model to play out. And yeah, we found it on the 30-minute EM1 and then we took it down. Now I choose my stop loss really tight to have the target at the monthly open, Sunday open, because we might react from it here. And yeah, for a few tips, it's not triggered profit yet, but yeah, I'm sure that it will, and we'll see from there.
That's amazing. And how much did this higher time frame supply help you with this trade in general?
Yeah, massively. If you don't map these out, and you, yeah, you might want to have bigger retracements that will never come. And if you really take these supplies into account, you see, if you backtest them, you see they work really, really well. And it just, you need to stay on top of them and check every morning what new supplies might have been created. And then, yeah, that helps massively for the execution after, because then your bias is on point and you just need to worry about the right moment to execute. And it changes everything.
All right, amazing, Vanessa. Beautiful trade. Congratulations. You crushed it following the process. Shout out to Vanessa, geez. Top you for Vanessa, please. Top you for Vanessa. She's following the same process. She has been working so extremely hard. And she is one of those guys I taught you about, right? All these guys that are actually killing it in our VIP are the guys that are actually journaling and putting in all the freaking work all the time. All right? They track every little detail. Everything that they do, they track. Everything they track. They understand that tracking everything they do is so important, because I don't even remember what I ate for breakfast 3 weeks ago. Do you remember what you ate for breakfast 3 weeks ago on a Wednesday? I don't, right? Could have been whatever, right? But therefore, think about that, right? You might think that you remember, but you don't. You don't. Don't let it over to your gut feeling. Real Trader BD, what's up, my friend? Welcome to the streams. Good to see you. Thank you for the stop. Lorenzo, you looking at gold shorts? Well, if gold can break down, yeah, I will target potentially the Asian lows again, and I will take that internal range in consideration, right? We can see that sellers are still in control from the retest of that range here. We managed to break down. I don't think it's looking that particularly strong right now at the moment, even though, right? Even though We are pushing up on the 8-hour right now. I am not a real big fan of gold still for longs. I'm not really comfortable with taking longs, so unless we are somewhere around there, right? That higher time frame demand. Higher time frame demand is something we cannot neglect for long setups, or prices simply need to start breaking out, right? And creating these new fresh demand zones on the 8-hour. And then we can start scaling into longs again. That would be nice too. But right now, sellers are still in control. Sellers are still in control. It seems like sellers are still in control. We just don't see the push that we need today yet. So let's see. Lorenzo, do you still use the previous weekly and previous daily levels or just ranges? Yeah, you don't really hear me talk about it a lot, but when I utilize the ranges and the previous daily levels is usually when we have a cleaner expansion. So when we're actually ranging. So let's say this is like one trading week, full trading week, and then this is the next week, the current week. This is like the previous trading week. This is like the previous trading week. And this is like the current week, right? If price, let's say, comes up and it's like doing something like this, and price is now here, right? And it pulls back. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the previous weekly range. And then I might look for the continuation play, right? Something like that. But if the market's in a range, yeah, then I'm not really gonna look at all the previous weekly levels. Like it's purely when we are trending up or trending down here. Okay. So that's kind of the key difference right there. What is your plan in Dubai? My plan in Dubai is to meet a couple guys. Number one, a couple guys in the industry. And also I'm going to meet my father. Gonna meet my father. So we're gonna have a good time together. It's been a long time. Any podcast planned? Maybe on the spot, my friends. We don't need that much preparation. Maybe on the spot. If something happens, it happens. Yo, Lorenzo, I missed out on the trade yesterday. Unfortunate, it was a good setup. Today, hopefully make some money. Hey, it's Wednesday, man. Let's see. Let's see. New day. I want to welcome a couple guys here. Rotislav from Bulgaria. Cybersecurity specialist since 1999. Wow. Author of 2 cybersecurity textbooks. His passion is paragliding. That's nice. I don't like heights though. I don't like heights myself personally. But anyways, that's nice. Trading strategy, fixed volume ranges till now. LTA concepts till now. Since now. Goal, becoming an LTA concepts trader to become a profitable, successful trader. Amazing, man. Welcome, Rodslav. Good to see you, Oliver. You too, my friend. The Lorenzo price is pushing upwards. Why not looking for longs? Main thing is because we're in higher time frame resistance right now at the moment. That's what I'm looking at right now. Higher time frame resistance. We're gonna also find some serious resistance around there as well. If you do manage to push up here, we have that 8-hour supply. We have that resistance there, that range. We're gonna face a lot of resistance soon. That's kind of what I'm paying attention to, you know. Gonna face a lot of resistance soon. So if we manage to roll over, I'm gonna get into a trade today. I'm gonna get into a setup today. But if you don't, and we start ranging, or we keep ranging here, we'll see. We'll see. Give it some time, man. Give it some time to breathe. We watched that video yesterday about the patient trader. Doesn't mean you should be scared of trading. That's a big difference. That's a big difference. A lot of people, some people are scared of taking trades, right? They're scared of executing their position. We don't really have that issue. We're just patient. Yesterday, we were in position in 10 minutes. Maybe even less. 5 minutes into the stream, we were in a position. Today, market's telling us to see how price goes from here. Have you ever guessed the right direction? Nah, I'm the worst freaking trader in the world. People just watch me to make fun of me. That's like the real reason. They watch me to make fun of me. That's it. Lorenzo, why do you say Wednesday is a tricky day? According to my data, according to my trades in general, Wednesdays are usually the days where I make the least amount of money. Doesn't mean I don't win trades though. Just means that usually the market is more like in a rangy environment. If the market already expanded maybe on a Monday and Tuesday, then Wednesday is usually the day where it's like kind of ranges for a Thursday expansion or like a Friday continuation, you know what I mean? So Wednesdays are like these days where things either reverse or it stalls because of like the previous market move that already has happened, right? It's the midweek. It's just the midweek. The market likes to like kind of rebalance itself during the these midweek stages. At least if you look at gold in the past 2 months, you can definitely see this even in the uptrend when we were pumping. Envy says meet up with Trade Sharp in Dubai, Lorenzo. That's actually a really good point. That's the guy I'm going to reach out to. You're right. That's the guy I need to message. That's a good point you make. Yo, Lorenzo, watch this video. It's super funny about Indian traders. Not again. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Fuck it. Trying to teach a girl how to trade.
So basically, what you're saying is that if I sell here and the market goes down, that's how
Now
I
you
make
got
money.
it. Yes,
Oh,
correct.
that's so easy.
Yeah.
So basically, why didn't you sell there?
Because I didn't have any analysis for that cell structure there.
But if you did analysis, you would have seen sell there. So?
Yeah, but I didn't have any support or resistance levels there, so I couldn't
But
have
you
taken
can
the
support
trade.
your own trade and you don't need to resist it.
No, it doesn't work like that. I'm not resisting anything. This is the setup that I did not have, so I couldn't take a trade.
No, but you could have just taken the sell there and it would have went down.
No,
And then you
even
have
if I
all
put
the
my
support within yourself.
Fibonacci, there's no Fibonacci retracement level that was
Why
hit.
is Fibonacci? Who's Fibonacci? Why
My
is he retracing?
0.70 wasn't hit. No, Fibonacci is not a person. It's a trading tool.
Who? What?
It's a trading tool that you use to pick up retracement levels so you can enter
So
a trade.
Fibonacci retracing your trade.
No, it doesn't work like that. Okay, fine, forget about Fibonacci. I didn't have any analysis here to take the trade.
No, but I'm saying you don't need the analysis because you can just sell there and then you can wait and then right before it went up. you
No,
cut it
it's
off.
easy to say that because now the trade has already taken place, but at that time there wasn't any analysis. You see, so you can't just
I don't
buy
think
yourself.
trading's that hard.
No, then I don't think I can teach you.
I'm just saying, you could have sold there. So basically what you're saying.
Yo, that's actually freaking funny, man. Sorry to say that, but I actually freaking love this because this is so recognizable. This is so recognizable. I tried to teach my girlfriend how to trade. To give her all the nuances, it's like, you know, the expectation of it being easy is one thing, right? And yeah, I freaking love that one. Actually, gold. This is a golden video. I expected some Indian guy. No, this is actually funny. This is funny. This is funny. Why don't you just sell there? So, look, price came down. Why did you just sell? Sounds like the chat sometimes. Hey, Lorenzo, price is going up really hard right now. Why didn't you just buy now? That is G Money, a South African trader. Yeah, it's kind of funny, man. That's funny. I liked it. I liked it. Okay, we're seeing a little bit of a rejection here, which is great. We're going to find some potential support, though, on the lower time frame. So I'm pretty confident now. If we have managed to break below the 39.63, I'm pretty confident. But we need to see some volume, guys. We need to see some volume, right? No slow market conditions. Remember what happened? Remember what happened last Wednesday? You guys remember? You guys probably remember. And if you go to my channel here, you can see that. Live Forex trading, making $5,700. Live Forex trading, losing $1,900. That was Wednesday. That was Wednesday. That was Wednesday. Okay? Slow market, low volume. Pre-FOMC, of course, also. That was even worse, by the way. Yeah, anyways. Mr. Trump is speaking today. Yeah, what time is he actually speaking? Let's figure that out. So we're not trading in the blind now. That is going to be a good question now. But what time is Trump speaking? today. Eight. Wait. Is he live right now? He is not. He is not. Let's go to AI. AI is just so much better than Google these days, right? Isn't it? At first I was like, yo, Google will fix it, but AI is just taking over. What time is Trump speaking today? November 5th. Oh shit. Based on the current schedules and public announcements, there is no major speech. Public addresses, blah, blah, blah. The anniversary of his 2024 election victory. Okay, well, he's not going to crash the market on his anniversary, right? Right? Right?
No such thing as playing both sides. I know life is better in the dope ride. I know the water better in the low tide. Music better amplified, staying down for upsides. I know no such thing as playing both sides. I know the life is better in the dope ride. I know the water better.
Lorenzo, how many winning trades versus losing trades? It depends. It depends on the market, bro. I would say the last few weeks has been really good though. Like I can confidently say it's been pretty bad. This was a win, this was a win, this was a loss, this was a win. For me, this was a win yesterday, and today we are waiting. Google now has integrated AI called Gemini. Yeah, but I didn't see it popping up. So something is not working. Something is not working, man. Hero spot, the win rate doesn't matter. I agree, actually. It's true. Because one big loss can wipe your account out. Right? You can win 90% of the time. But if that one loss wipes out your whole account, then yeah, it's not going to be beneficial. Anka, welcome to the group. What's up? Gaziza. Gaziza. Is that correct? Is that a name? Gaziza. Where is that from? Where does it come from? The word Gaziza. Gaziza, sorry. Or Orion. What's up, G? Welcome. Good to have you here. Okay, go to the channel right now. You just joined, Orion. Go to the LTA Accelerator main channel. Watch my latest market update video as well as the previous one, so you get a full understanding. Also, watch the beginning of the week where we shared about the pretty much all the assets in Paris. We made a whole list built by one of our VIP members as well for you. So check it out. Check it out. This week is horrible. Actually, not really. Yesterday was clean, bro. If you came to yesterday's stream, it was a super clean trade, man. Yesterday was a really, really nice, really clean setup. Right here. right around here. We managed to get into that sell range, expansion, retest, sell off, and then that continuation down. And then after it came even down so much more. Most of us were already out though. But yeah, yesterday was really good. I really liked yesterday. Was a good day. Today we'll see. Hi fam, I want to ask a question, please. How can we get the data to see what currencies are the weakest versus the strongest against the dollar? Like I think the baskets we created, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, what you can do, my friend, is you can go to this one. I'm gonna share this link right now for you, man. Here, I'm gonna post it right now. Let me actually copy this link. These are the baskets we made as custom. These are the custom baskets. I checked that out and you can actually see which currencies are strong and which currencies are weak. All right, the way it works is you can kind of see what all the currencies are doing. So this is, for example, the Swiss franc. The Swiss franc right now has been rejecting. It's actually weaker. Look at the Swiss. We are in supply. So the Swiss franc is weaker. The pound is super weak. Australian dollar is still the yen is actually holding up better against, let's say, the other currencies. So if you trade cross pairs, man, you need to understand the baskets, because that's really going to help you with selecting the right one. So you can already say Australian dollar was pretty good today, and the Swiss franc was pretty weak, or the pound was weak, the New Zealand dollar was weak. So look at the New Zealand dollar yen. New Zealand dollar against the yen is probably coming down. Look at that. Yes, it is. Now you mark out that supply zone, wait for price to get into that zone, and then you're going to look at the lower time frame, and you're going to look at your CRC and CME trades. Boom. That took 2 minutes. What happened to our trade? Baskets are amazing for cross pairs, for sure, man. Absolutely, absolutely. Beep, my first time here subscribed. Welcome, Beep. Beep473. Hope you're doing well. It's good to have you here, man. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the streams. You came in on a Wednesday. Market is a bit slow. But hey, get your free book and use this time to study, to put in some work, some effort. I said it yesterday, guys. I said, this is the month for you right now to absolutely crush it this month. This is the last month of the year. So, yeah, but what about December? Well, December, Christmas, New Year's, right? All that stuff. Probably around the first 2 weeks will be interesting. And I think the second 2 weeks, well, we'll have no volume at all, right? Maybe there is a small Christmas rally for a couple days, but I think that's going to be it. This is the last month truly, where you can prove to yourself that you're the big G, that you can make some money, but not make some money, that you can actually follow your rules. And you should ask yourself the question, did this year made a big difference for me? Did this year had a big impact on me? And if that's the case, then you're on the right track. Dun, dun, dun. We are back at the fixed very low. The London rejected. Yeah, it's true. It's true. You are right. If price gets here again, right? And it starts to stagnate here, and we do something like that, and we, you know, whatever, we start seeing a rejection, and we roll over again, maybe, but the chart looks a bit messy right now, huh? A little bit. My first time here, I just subscribed to your channel. I'm learning how to trade. I haven't traded yet. I can explore Russia. Sorry, not Russia. Welcome. It's a clear uptrend now. How is this a mess? Is this an uptrend? Range, we're in a range. If you're maybe on a 3 minute, on a 1 minute, maybe. Hey Lorenzo, what is the name of the volume thing indicator on the left? This is called the fixed range volume profile. This is our core premises of our strategy. Yesterday's trade. This was yesterday's trade. We had our range. We were in higher time frame supply zone. We had our range. We marked out this range. Price got rejected from the point of control. Right here. Then we had the opening at 8 right here, the New York Open. And then we decided to enter once price started to reject. And we wanted to target the Asian lows. That was the intention. So you can use the volume profile to fine-tune the entries really well, or at least to know exactly where price is in control. So for example, if price pulls back and it breaks down, clearly shows that sellers are in control right here. This is one of the best setups for me. The CERC range, one of the best setups, okay? Now look at this. What happened on that larger scale? We also built like a larger range. This one on the 30-minute. The 30-minute time frame as well here. We also had like a range like this. This was during the London session today, right? Another range. We mark out fixes for both from the left to the right, and look at that, we have the value area low. We tapped into that right here during the London session. That's actually what we're trying to retest right now. It got rejected there during the London session. So yeah, man, that's the volume profile. If you want to learn more about the way we utilize the volume profile, we don't use this for the directional bias, but we do use it for our executions. You can download the book for free and read the first chapter. Does your stream have a delay? I think around 3 seconds, something. Something like 3 seconds. 1, 2. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. What are the custom indicators you mentioned in the book? How to find them in TradingView? The custom indicators are specifically for our VIP members. I always say this is your number one rule. Number one rule. if you want to join me here and you want to trade live and stuff, right? And you want to take trades with me, you have to have read chapter 1. That's the rule. You have to have read chapter 1, at least chapter 1. Because if you have done that, then you understand exactly what we're looking for. So there's not going to be a question like, oh, I'm just going to follow him randomly because I saw his face on YouTube and he has like this amount of viewers, so I'm just going to follow him. And yeah, he's probably right. No, read chapter 1 fully. Takes you what? 1 afternoon. Then you know exactly what kind of setups we're looking for. So it's never going to be a question. ORB, 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 orb. Yeah, the thing about the orb strategies is that a lot of prop firms ban it. Because it kind of falls under, and I learned this, by the way. I spoke to a prop firm owner. Really interesting. I said, yo, what about the orb strategy? And he told me that they ban it, not because they want to ban it, but because it falls under the Gambling Act or something like that. So what they have to do to prove, and I didn't know about that before, but apparently prop firms have some sort of rule that if you have traders under you, then your traders cannot be quote-unquote gambling. They actually cannot be gambling. They cannot just be throwing random things because that falls under the Gambling Act. And if it falls under the Gambling Act, then the prop firm is responsible, which is crazy. So if you pay people out that are quote-unquote gambling, then you are paying people out under the Gambling Act. And if you don't have a license or a gambling license in that state or in that country, then you can get sued. I didn't know that before. So the ORB strategy, the ORB strategy, because it's mechanical, you wait for the 8 hour, you wait for the break above the 8 hour candle high, blah, blah, blah. That falls under the Gambling Act, apparently. I didn't know that before as well here. Yeah, and they ban everyone that uses that exact strategy on prop firms, on most legitimate prop firms out there. Yeah. What is your plan B for today if the downward move doesn't play? I'm gonna cry myself to sleep that I didn't trade today. Gonna cry tomorrow in the business class flight to Dubai. No trade today. No, but seriously, if you tap into the 39.84 and we are actually back in that range and the fixed very load seems to be getting rejected aggressively, then hey, I will definitely pay some attention to what's happening here. If we roll over and shit, right? And we break that 30-minute low, right? And we create an EM1 here again. Yeah, I might take action again, true. So we don't have to come down all the way, right? That was just beforehand. But now that we're pushing up, we are back at that resistance. If we manage to roll over here again and this level holds, then well, trading is gambling in itself because we're all betting on price to fall or rise based on our analysis. But that is bullshit what they said. It's still a strategy, just like your strategy. Yeah, but the government doesn't see it this way. The government sees it different. The government expects you to have a very systematic approach to the market. So it can't be all random, apparently, right? This is what the government tells these prop firms. I'm talking to a guy that owns a prop firm in the UK, right? So I only know that from like the UK regulations. How could they know that you're using orb? You could be using any other method and time frame. Well, if you enter exactly at that time, every time at 8:15 you enter when price comes back around the period, you put your stop loss below the 8 o'clock candle low or high if you take a long, right, or short. It's pretty obvious you're using the orb strategy, right? Nice explanation about the indicator. Where can I get the boom, please? Oh, you mean the book? I like the word boom. I use the word boom all the time. The book you can download in the description, my friend. What regulations? You talk shit. You talk shit, you motherfucker. Okay. If your activity is based on skill, your own judgment, then it's not gambling. Toss poker is legal all over the US if you trade or wager mechanically. Yeah, but in poker you need a gambling license, right? That's what I'm talking about. You need some sort of gambling license. That's what these prop firm owners were saying. Like, if you have certain characteristics. And do you think I will believe you, right? Or any other guy telling me shit, or an actual prop firm owner that's in this business that I trust, that I know, right? Because that's just the truth. You need some sort of gambling license or whatever the case may be. Lorenzo, watch this ICT trader. All right, give me 1 second here. Yeah, so anyways, if price rolls over and breaks its 30-minute low, I am keen to see if we can look for shorts there. For now, we're pushing higher and higher into our next 8-hour supply zone, which is going to be right there. That was where we got rejected from yesterday, really aggressively. And that is where we shorted from yesterday. So this is a zone that we cannot neglect, but it's going to be a bit higher though. So that's not relevant for us right now at the moment. For us, what's relevant right now is, or what I want to see for myself is the 3982 level to kind of hold. Depending on what the hourly candle does here. Prop firms are in business of losing retail traders, so I wouldn't believe what they say. Yeah. It's not just a random guy that I met on the street that was a prop firm owner, right? Just so you know. It's not just a random dude that I just talk to and like, you shouldn't trust what he says. It's a guy that I know really well, personally. How many trades do you take a day? It depends, bro. I could take a trade during London. I could take a trade during New York, but I don't like to take more than around two trades a day, maybe. 2 trades a day. Keeps the headache away, you know? Two trades a day keeps the headache away. I cannot even think clearly anymore. After 2 trades, I think 2 really good trades. Even if one trade, if it's a W already, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm done. If it's a good trade, I'm like, done. I made my money today. That's great. Next day, boom. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna try to do it again. So yeah, what's this ICT trader? I don't know if I want to watch it. I don't know. Shall we watch it? SMC trade and ICT traders can relate. This is probably going to be either super ICT related, or they're going to make fun of it. I don't know. What do you think? Ah, fuck it.
That is so... That is so about the massage. That is so... That is so about the massage. That is so... That is so about the massage. That is so...
Okay, sorry that you had to suffer. I don't know. I mean, I like to make fun of ICT traders sometimes, you know, but I don't know what's really funny about this one though. It's just an analysis that he's writing down on a piece of paper, I guess. Okay. Well, thank you for sending that, my friend. That was yeah. No, thank you. Did I miss something? No.
There is so about the massage.
Aha. Aha. I got you now. I got you. I got you. Okay. Yeah, I ruined it. I ruined the joke. We lost the momentum there. We lost the momentum there. Yeah. I entered trade in London, but accidentally entered on GC instead of MGC, the micros, and price moved quick. Couldn't handle the drawdown. So yeah, I blew the evaluation. Bro, this is something that happened to me over and over and over. Trust me, I have done this over and over again. I think we took a trade to even like 2 streams ago. We took a trade on gold. Was a beautiful trade, but I took a silver trade. So I entered silver instead of gold. Yeah, that's not really smart, right? That's not really smart. So yeah, it's pretty common, bro. It is common. It is common. And funny enough, right? If you would trade the micros on futures and you then take a trade on the minis, for example, it never goes in your favor, right? That's not how the universe works. You get punished, my friends, right away. Punished. It is really unfortunate though, but yeah, it's it happens, man. Lorenzo, do you like Instagram or YouTube more? I like YouTube more, for sure. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I mean, you can follow your boy. You can follow your boy on IG if you want to. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Love making content on IG too, but hey, I prefer for sure YouTube. YouTube is where we interact, where we can showcase the strategy in full. I mean, we have live traded now. I don't know exactly how many live streams we have done. We can actually check it. Here, we have done 470 live streams. 470 live streams right now. Maybe 460 if you remove the videos. So, yeah, man. If I wouldn't like it, I wouldn't do it, right? And not 470 of them. And that is with a break in between as well. So yeah, we've taken so many trades on stream. People forget, you know, people already forgot what our trade was 3-4 streams ago. You know what I mean? That's just the reality. Like, people tend to forget quick. But what my goal is that hopefully we can at least, even if there's no trade, hopefully you learn every stream, you learn something. That's kind of the goal, right? It's that at least you learn, at least you catch something that maybe spikes your interest, that allows you to learn better, or whatever the case may be. If that's the case, then you know, my job is completed. I mean, gold is facing the struggles. Okay, gold is having a hard time here around the very low. We kind of expected that though, right? We kind of expected gold to struggle here a little bit. Lorenzo, if you were looking for buys, what would be your strategy for it? To be honest with you, bro, we are in higher time frame resistance here. We are in that range. I'm not a big fan of buys. I cannot give you a good answer here. We're pulling back into major resistance here. We really are. So my strategy now for today, I'm just not into buys here. The only time when we bought actually was when we tapped into this daily demand zone. We decided to go long, remember? We decided to go long when we tapped into the daily demand zone, and then we had our confirmation here. So we traded it somehow from there to there, right? That was our trade. So we waited for the retest. We had a range. We broke out of the range, pulled back, and we looked for the continuation after that initial tap. So right now, I would say I'm just very cautious with longing here. Yeah, you can see it on 1 minute you go up, right? But I don't always have to be in a position. Like, I don't know if it's like, you know, I think some people just have not really a strategy. They just look at what's happening now, or maybe that is their strategy, right? They don't wait for something. They just say, okay, I see the market is pushing up now, so I'm just gonna go long. Manda says, I take long from the very low of the fixed range of the first day also. Mando Trades, are you in our Telegram, my friend? Let me know. Because I think you have some good comments. I like it. Ooh, look at the rejection, G's. Fixed very low. GT says, let's short now, question mark. Do whatever you want to do, my friend. Do whatever you want to, literally do whatever you want to do. I'm not here to control your trading. Remember that, my friend. Remember that, remember that. Some people explicitly wait for me to take a trade, right? I'm like, bro, if I end up not taking a trade, are you going to be upset? So really follow your own like gut instincts, right? I'm just here showcasing the strategy live. We just got our max payout again on topstep 2 days ago. So things are doing well. We didn't have we haven't had any unprofitable months since no, we actually didn't. This year had not any unprofitable months so far. So yeah. Unprofitable days? Yes. Unprofitable weeks? Yes. Actually, funny that we got our payout in October because at the end of October, because October was my worst month. Ooh, Goldie, Goldie, Goldie. Yo, bro, I like your playlist. Nice. Yeah, it's a mixture of everything, bro. We're keeping it a bit more chill today, right? It's Wednesday. Wednesday is kind of that chill day. Dun, 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 dun. Hey Lorenzo, I see you're using magic keys. I do. But to be honest with you, on my personal account, sometimes I just use a fixed lot size. You know what I mean? Zool, my man, thank you for the sub, bro. Good to see you. How many lot sizes you usually take on your personal account? If it's fixed, like 1 or 2 lots, you know. Kind of depends. But it depends. If I want to hold the trade overnight, it's kind of it can deviate a little bit from my like prop firm type of place, where I'm very precise, right, with my risk. I might be a little bit more loose with my personal account, but I'm definitely not gonna over risk in any way, shape, or form. I'd rather risk less and let trades run, for example. Question, Lorenzo, why didn't you consider to enter shorts on the POC on the 39.83? Because price was pushing up super aggressively. We didn't have the confirmation yet. The 30-minute candle actually closed above it, right? So we came up and that 30-minute candle actually closed above it. We were coming to our very low, and when like 1 minute the candle closed right above it. Ooh, look at that flip as well, man. Wow. Okay. Let's go back to the lower time frame here. Damn. All right, let's go to the session, see what has happened today. Did we fail to take out the London highs? Is that what's happened? That fixed very low level is a serious level, hey? Serious rejection. Hourly candle closure is in 11 minutes. Wow, look at that rejection, geez. Wow, damn. Yeah, this is the New York Stock Exchange as well, right? New York Stock Exchange open as well here. This is crazy. We are coming back to that range, guys. We were talking about this range right here. Look what's gonna happen right now. If we manage to break below this level, this is the first step. If you manage to break below this range, I think it's still time. I'm surprised. I expected no trade today. I did expect no trade today. At least I was almost like, maybe there's not going to be a trade today that's clean or something in that matter. Maybe price is going to continue to slowly grind upwards. It's going to close above it. It's going to range a bit. But hey, thank you, New York Stock Exchange open. Higher time frame supply. Now maybe still in control, like we talked about already, right? We're still in that freaking supply zone. Also, even on the 4 hour, you can see it right there. We are still in that resistance right there, right? Why would we buy there, right? Why would we buy there? That's why we said higher time frame resistance. Buying here, okay, maybe there's a range here, right? Okay, I can get into that. Buying there with the confirmation, right? I can get into that. Daily demand, I can get into that. But here and here gets very tricky to buy. So yeah. You guys might be lucky today, jeez. Let's see. Let's see. That would be really good though. That break below the POC would be really nice. Yeah, exactly right. If price, let's say, is ranging, because price is ranging clearly, right? We can all confirm the price is ranging here overall after the daily demand. Just understand it from like a higher time frame perspective, right? We came up around 30% since summer. Look at that, 31%, geez. Like, do you understand how crazy that is? Trillions and trillions of dollars, bro. Trillions of dollars in a couple months. Massive dump, 11%, boom. In like what, 2 weeks, 11 days. Obviously the market now needs to kind of refill, right? It kind of needs to refuel again for the next move up or down. And that's what we're kind of seeing. So we're now trading the internal. So the way I deal with that personally is I just look at where the supply zones and demand zones are created and where we are potentially getting rejected from, right? Yesterday, it was pretty obvious that we were in resistance and that we were getting rejected by that 8-hour supply zone. This is why I love supply and demand so much. So I don't have to overthink it, right? In the range, okay, what was the last demand or supply zone created that's clean? This one. So sellers seem to be in control. Has new demand have been created ever since then? No. Not really. So, okay, seller is in control. I might think we might push down a bit more. So I'm only going to look for sell setups. That makes sense. That's kind of the thought process behind it. So obviously we don't take trades from like the higher time frame, right? But we do use it to help kind of with our directional buys. So then with that mindset of like, okay, the last critical zone that we tapped into was at 8-hour supply zone. Okay, perfect. So now what I'm gonna do is the following. I'm gonna only think about sells in my mind until demand on the higher time frame is created or supply is taken out. That's it. We're in that range, that's the current status. So if that's the case, then I'm just gonna go to the lower time frame. With that mindset, I'm gonna look for certain patterns in the market that happen and repeat itself over and over again. One of these patterns is ranges, range breakouts and retests and rejections. That's how we took our trade yesterday. Today, it's the double rejection, internal range breakout, right? Or a potential reaction towards the Asian lows. So let's hope we can break down. And if that's the case, then I'm keen to enter. What about gold when gold was in an uptrend? How would you do that then? If gold is in the uptrend, right here. So when gold is in the uptrend, right, I was looking at potential pushes into previous demand zones, right? You constantly pull back into demand zones. And it's not only, demand zones are not only formed at bottoms, right? At bottoms. Usually you can find demand zones at, you can find a demand zone right there. You can find a demand zone right there. You can find a demand zone. Actually, that's still the demand zone that's valid. Right? So there are a lot of things you can look for. And then you go to the 30-minute, then you go to even the lower time frame. And then I can take repetitive trades because I know that demand is in control still. Ooh. We're holding though. We're still holding it. Why don't you do your own prop firm? Bro. Trust me, man. When I realized how much, like what I seen, how much work and effort it is, and the responsibility as well. One mistake, bro, and you're gone. You're one mistake and it's over. One mistake, and it doesn't even have to be your mistake. And you know, bye-bye credibility. It's a very big responsibility, man. I'm not always gonna chase the back. It's something that I'm gonna be thinking about. If I start a prop firm, let's say I will start a prop firm, I will do it. I want to make sure I can give my full focus and attention to it. It needs to be an obsession. Otherwise, you cannot make and turn it into a successful firm. Johnny boy, you guys are missing crude oil. Crude oil is performing really good these days. Man, our community is trading this all the time, bro. We are fully aware of oil all the time. We trade oil all the time. Man, I started to like this shit. Yeah, so if you do something like this, we break down, we can get into this level and we reject at it. I will be looking to short gold. And I think the London lows are sitting right there. That's already a 1-to-1. So after that, stops can go to break even. And then, of course, we have the Asian lows sitting right there as well, right? You guys are probably wondering why are you so obsessed with these session highs and lows these days? It's just because the market is in a range now. We are in that range, in a larger range. Look at the volume, geez, wow, 10. What kind of news came out here? This must be news, right? Did I miss something around news? PMI? Okay. Lorenzo, why didn't you buy? Why didn't you buy? Like, why didn't you buy, Lorenzo? Like, market is bullish. Look, it's going up, Lorenzo. You never take trades, Lorenzo. You never enter. Yeah, that's again bullish for the dollar, man. Bullish for the dollar again. These are actually really good numbers. 52.4. That's actually really good. That is actually pretty freaking good. Yeah, let the market float a little bit here. It's so messy, man. So messy today. Where you from? You sound Dutch? Yes. When I act like a retard, I sound even more Dutch, right? Joking, joking. Joking. Closure 2 minutes 45 seconds. Can we retest and close below it? Is the dollar really pushing that aggressively or what? What's happening? Ah, the trade on the dollar yen was so clean, guys. Ah, it was so clean. There was a smaller range right there. That was so clean. 8-hour demand zone. Look at that, 8-hour demand. That's our first objective. Higher time frame demand, 8-hour. And then the 15-minute, 30-minute. Break above. The retest New York open, boom. Love it. Absolutely love it. But anyways, dollar is pushing, I guess. Dollar is pushing, yeah. Down. Graham says crazy trade as well on NQ. Tell me. What setup was it? How can I join Telegram, Lorenzo? I'm IB in Vantage. You should send us a message if you have already connected, so it's already done. Message us through the Telegram bot. I will share a link in the description, man. I'll share a link with you in the description. All right? I'll share a link with you. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Easy. Man, we still managed to close above the fixed point of control. We still did it. Look at that, man. For people that say that volume doesn't matter or volume doesn't make any sense, why? Every time. Every freaking time. That's why the closure was so important. Lorenzo, why don't you buy? I only buy in the month. Higher time for the month. That's the system. That's the strategy. That's how I became significantly more profitable. Don't buy in higher time frame supply. What are these two levels marked below? The London low and the Asian lows. London lows and the Asian lows. New York is kind of right? Look at the Asian session today, by the way, guys. Guess who's been buying? Who's been buying? China has been buying. For what? How much have you made of Asian? I haven't made anything in Asian. I don't trade Asian session, bro. I trade London sometimes, New York. London and New York, that's it. Yeah. I know it's funny because I live in Bali, right? Why do I not trade the Asian session? I don't want to trade the first thing in the morning. Some people like it, right? If you're from the United States, you kind of have to. You're kind of forced to trade in the morning, early in the morning. If you live in Asia, you don't have to. You don't have to trade early in the morning. You can trade in the afternoon, you can trade in the evening. So it depends what you prefer. I'm kind of like a night person, so like a late nighter. So for me, trading in the morning would be hell. Would be an absolute disaster. Imagine me streaming for you guys the New York session in the morning. I will be not me. I would not be me. You get a half version of me. So what are you waiting for then? I'm waiting for that closure below the 39.69. That's what I'm waiting for. Are you still in Bali? Yes. How many trades do you take on each stream? I usually take just one. I usually take just one trade, bro. I mean, yeah, I guess so, right? Just one trade. One. I think in the last 5 streams we took 4. In the last 5 streams we took 4 trades. I think we had one trade when we. Yeah, in the last 6 streams we took 4. No. The last 5 streams we took 4 trades. So one time we didn't trade. And one time we lost. I remember, guys, to be honest. I'm not sure if you guys remember. Who has been trading for a long time already? Because if I look at this way, right? The Asian session, London session, wasn't it reversed? Wasn't it like, was the New York session not the Asian session? Look at this movement, man. Wasn't it the other way around? Wasn't it the United States full of money pushing the gold price up? The roles have reversed, my friend. The roles have freaking reversed. It's time for you to get up. Early. Get up at like 9 or stay up till very late because, hey, the Asian session, man. Holy shit. Insane. I know it wants to come down. I know it wants to. Just like. It looks more like my cat that then eats a lot of, you know, and then throws up. I don't have a cat though, by the way, any longer, but you know, you got my point, right? Yo, Lorenzo, you have people pretending to be you on Discord. Yeah, be careful, man. It has been going on for years. I think, what if I told you this? You would not believe me. I believe that the scammers pretending to be me closed more people and made more money than I made. From like a VIP sales or whatever, right? You name it. I guarantee you. Okay, I'm gonna give it 50 minutes to show its work, man. That's it, 50 minutes. I'm not gonna be staring at this shit. Robin says, plot twist, you are the scammer, but say you are not the scammer, making money both ways. That would be a genius, yeah. That would be very smart, and it would be also very sad. I agree with you, though. Lorenzo, any giveaways today? Yes. I forgot to tell you guys, we didn't do a giveaway last week, right? Because people were like anticipating on a giveaway. But today is going to be the giveaway because you guys are still here. And I respect your patience. And I respect the grind in general. So yeah, we can do a giveaway today, geez. I think today is a good day for it. You know, no one knows it happened beforehand, so no one is going to come to the stream like, oh, today's the giveaway, right? Yes, today we're going to do a freaking giveaway, man. Let's do it. I'm going to go to Dubai tomorrow. I will not be streaming tomorrow for that exact reason, so I think it's the perfect moment to do a giveaway. Completely agree with you. Yeah. What are the giveaways? So sometimes we give away a challenge. FundedNext challenge is 25k account, or a VIP access, which allows you to trade with all our top tier traders. So one person came into the VIP, made his money, or actually won the giveaway, got into a trade setup, understood the trade, made money right away as well, and bought a challenge. So it doesn't really matter, right? You can win. win with our guys in the trading floor and buy yourself a challenge, or you get a challenge. Doesn't matter. The real G's will always prefer the education over anything else, though. It's unbelievable, right? The point of control is holding support. Would you guys buy here? Would you guys buy right now at this level? Then that 39.70? What do you want to do for the giveaway? I think if you can reach like the 700 likes today, I think that's fair. We have 500 likes. We have 59 people watching. That's 200 likes. I think that makes sense, right? You need to be subscribed to this channel, of course, especially if you want to learn more about the volume profile, and you want to also wait for my content that's coming. Javai, thank you for the sub, my G. Welcome. I'm gonna do a poll right now, guys. I'm gonna do a poll here. Buy bias or sell bias? Not buy or sell, no. Buy bias or sell bias? Buy bias, sell bias. Start this poll, please. Let me know what you guys think. I want to see your opinion here. Let's use this data. Let's use this data. No, I'm joking. I already know what I'm looking for. I still want to know anyways. Look at how the fixed point of control is holding, huh? I'm only looking for sells though. Personally. Most people are wrong, 70% sells. Yeah, but they might have been influenced. That's something I forgot. Man, it's struggling though, right? It's struggling. Marcel, thank you for the sub, my friend. Welcome to the streams. Struggling. How big was your last payout? 25 G's, baby. 25 G's. Thank you, Topstep, for supporting my live streaming journey. I'm not a sponsor of Topstep, by the way. So I don't have a link for you. It's nice cash flow, you know. These payouts are just nice for the live streams too, and they like kind of feed my personal account, right? Which is also nice. Kind of can stack my personal account a little bit. It can invest a little bit. Can spend it on some liabilities, for example. Keep my investments up. Don't have to touch them. Can let them run. Crypto is wrecked now anyways, so at least the altcoins are wrecked, so we just have to wait and sit it out. Okay, we were waiting for the G's. Sell bias. Let's see where we close though. Let's see where we close. Do we actually freaking close below now or not? What's your thought process on TJR? I mean, the guy's trading. He's sharing wins, he's sharing his losses. When he loses, everyone makes fun of him. When he wins, he's the GOAT. Yeah. The standard influencer, you know, style. Ups, higher highs and lower lows, right? Why don't you think that the dollar just made the wick of the monthly candle, the top wick you mean, and gold just do the same? What do you think? Then, if that happens, then yeah, most likely at some point, we're gonna break this structure to the upside, right? We're gonna break out of this larger range. We're gonna create new demand, and we're gonna continue to create higher highs and higher lows, right? So if that's the case, then yeah, we go from a short bias to a long bias. And we're gonna close above it. What a price action, guys. What a price action. You know, I don't really change diapers, for example. I don't change diapers. That's something that my girl does, right? She changes diapers. It's just, yeah, I don't know. We just agreed on it. I don't really change diapers, but it looks like one of those diapers, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah? Okay. Lorenzo, what's this one? Why everyone is becoming a trader. Well, we're still waiting anyway, so we can watch this. Why not? Why not?
Nobody actually believes that their college degree is going to get them a good job. Nobody actually believes that their job's going to be stable for the next 5 to 10 years. And if they do believe it, they're just living under a rock. The reason everybody's becoming a day trader is because people are realizing that if they want to make 5 to 10 grand a month, their job is probably not going to do that for them. It might be doing it this year, maybe next year, but at some point, their boss is going to see a robot that does their job 100 times cheaper, 100 times better, and they're going to pay the robot. So where does that leave you? Leaves you without a job. You're either going to have to make your own income, or you're going to just get paid, you know, stimulus checks or whatever the government's doing. And day trading is one of the best ways to earn income in a way that nobody can fuck with you. Nobody, right? That's the one thing that has always kind of glued me to trading. Like, I've never quit because I know that this shit is what I'm meant to do. And most people, the reason people are going to be learning day trading is not because everybody wants a Lambo. It's because people want some form of certainty. They want to know that, you know, the next month they're able to make $5,000 or $10,000 and their boss isn't going to fire them. So I think it's cool to see people coming to that realization. And I think a lot more people are going to come to that realization as well. Nobody actually
Yeah, what can I say? Straight facts. A lot more people are going to join this industry, man. A lot more people are going to come in the next coming years ahead of us. Confirmations, baby. Holy shit. Again. Wow. Wow. Imagine if you would be an impulse seller there, right? Imagine if you would be an impulse seller. This time it's really gonna come down, right? Well, guess what? No closure, no confirmation, my friend. Absolutely nuts. Obviously, yeah, it's not as easy as he makes it seem, right? It's clearly extremely hard to become a profitable trader. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of work. The strategy is one thing, and it takes maybe 6 to 12 months to really master a strategy if you are able to consistently stick to it, which most people are not even able to do so, right? People are they're all over the place. They're not really interested in sticking to one strategy that works for them and then just sticking to it to optimize it, to make it better. That already takes a year, just that. And then once you have that fixed and you have your whole strategy on point, then you need to work on your freaking psychology, right? Because then psychology becomes important. Psychology is not important beforehand. People blame it on their psychology, but you need a strategy first. Once that's done, you're gonna make all these silly freaking mistakes for another year. Man, it's the truth. It takes time, and a lot of people are not meant for it. But if you're truly committed and you really want to make a difference, trust me in saying this. Trust me in saying that you will get there. You really will get there. I just know, I've seen it. You start getting all these extra nuances, these little details. You pick them up left and right, and at some point you are at that point where you want to be. So it's not a scam. The truth. Right? People make money, are consistent in trading, but yes, they went through all the freaking pain, all the suffering. I know we were joking around all stream today, but I mean, it's a serious message, because trading can definitely change your life, man. It really can. It really can. Trading can change your life forever. Really, it changed mine. And it's not that I'm some sort of genius, right? I always make fun of myself. I'm always saying like, "Oh, I'm not as stupid as I look." Like, hey, this guy's actually not as stupid as he looks, you know? And it's the truth, man. Like, if you just really want it, you can make it happen. This is not gonna. If this is gonna roll over, man, then the market has some sort of spasm. We're gonna do the giveaways, G's. That's it. I'm gonna do the giveaways with you guys. I wanna end the stream on a high. I don't feel comfortable trading today at all. I don't like it anymore. Prices all over the place. I'm clearly short bias. We were getting rejected. We're now trying to push up. We're all like, we're in some sort of 5-minute snaky behavior. I don't like it. Doesn't feel good. Yesterday, amazing trade. Yesterday was clean as fuck. Today, I'm not a big fan of it. We're gonna do the giveaway, man. That's it. I'm looking forward to that. Let me know if you guys are keen with the giveaway. We're gonna give access to our private group today. Maybe next time we do a challenge again from FundedNext, by the way. Right, we have done already 3 or 4 times that we gave away 25K challenge. Like I said before, people come in our group, they trade with us once, they make their money, and they buy a challenge, so it doesn't matter. All right, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna explain you what you can get here, because we have all our guys in our trading floor right here, as you guys can see. Right here. They're always sharing charts here. Vanessa always putting in the work. She just shared her analysis with you guys here beforehand. She has been absolutely killing it. She's one of our queens, man. She's really doing incredible job. Then we have Ryu taking like massive responsibility in our group right now. He's trading all the time. He took a beautiful yen trade just beforehand. He's now looking at oil, I guess. So that's the trading floor right there. Okay, that's one layer that we're looking at right here. Okay, at the same time, what I think we can do, if you want to get to the 700 likes, I think that's the goal here. We have 600, but just 100 more. we do our giveaway. You can win access to our VIP. You get access to our private indicators. Everything is in the book. This right here, the trading war map. We talk about our full approach from macro to micro right here. If you have this one for free already, then this is your next step here, right? The VIP where you can actually trade with us live during the London sessions, the New York sessions with multiple guys here. And not just gold, right? If you are also trading currencies or you're trading indices or whatever, it's a beautiful place to be. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Besides that, we have a complete framework system. We have an alert system. So many cool things inside. You will be blown away, my friend. You will be blown away. Absolutely blown away. Besides all the educational stuff, of course. So how to join the giveaway? You subscribe to this channel. Once we reach the 700 likes, we're gonna kick it off here. And then we're gonna give access to one of you guys for free. Costs you usually $1,000, right? It's a big deal. It's a big freaking deal. Another thing, G's, I have some really freaking epic news for the people in the United States. Okay? FundedNext. All right? FundedNext. I'm a proud sponsor of FundedNext. I always have been. I'm pretty loyal. I'm a loyal guy. Been working with FundedNext for a while. Why? Because they're the biggest. Next to FTMO, they're the biggest. We only work with the biggest. We only work with the best, right? Clearly. But these guys are back. These guys are back in the United States again. That's a good sign for the overall industry. Not just for FundedNext. That's a good sign for the market in general, man. For the overall industry. The fact that these firms are coming back to the United States says something about the overall industry. Does that make sense? It's a big deal. I think this is actually a really good, solid news release here, man. FundedNext back in the USA. For people who are in the United States, it's even better. For the people that are not, it's good for the industry. The fact that the US allows this again is a good sign. Shows that prop firms are not done yet, are not gone yet. It was looking very dodgy at some point. So, very nice. What is a W? The W is a W, my friend. It's a win. Okay? A win for life, a win for everything today, regardless. We're almost there with the likes. These 700 likes. We're going to kick off our giveaway here. In terms of gold right now, I think it's really messy, man. We're hovering in between the internal structure, refining that support here, or we're getting rejected from that larger range. I'm really not keen with the price action. It was just a big mess during the New York session today. I really don't like it. Yesterday's trade was just so much cleaner. So it was worth trading yesterday, in my opinion. We entered 5 minutes into the stream. Today, I'm just not liking it. I'm not going to force anything and lose a trade for no reason. Not going to do it, man. $1,065 watching. 50 more likes, 40 more likes. We're going to get this party started. We're going to give away extra VIP today. Why you keep blowing accounts after a loss?
When you're taking these losses and then suddenly you try to start making up for all the losses, you don't see you're being sucked down into the trap of revenge trading, of overtrading, of trying to get even. You're not seeing that because it's not present in your mind. You have to build that awareness by training. You're just not going to just do a lot of trading and it's just going to become natural. No, you actually have to make an attempt to start redesigning the mind so that it is ready for that kind of stuff where it takes a loss so that it doesn't compound and trip and end up into that urgency to act. You have this expectation of getting even, of winning, and then all of a sudden you're losing and the urgency comes to make up for those prior losses. That's the emotional brain. It's going to overwhelm the thinking brain. You're going to have to understand that breathing and muscle tension are part of an emotion. If you start using bellows breathing and tension reduction, you're going to discover that the emotion, the urgency to get back, that desperation, doesn't get so bold, so strong that it takes over thinking mind. Friends, that's the first step. But then you really have to attune yourself and develop your emotional intelligence. When you're taking these
I remember this one moment. When I got funded for the first time. No, the second time. No, the first time. I worked my ways towards that funded account so long. I put all my work and effort into that funded account. And I was finally there. And I felt I arrived. I arrived at my destination. My life was going to turn around. I was going to become a profitable trader and I was going to buy this and my first Rolex, day date, blue tona, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, man, it's going to happen now. And I blew that account in one fucking day. Life. That's a lesson right there. Think about that one. The good old times. The good old times. The good old times. The grinding, the hustle times. Anyways, guys, we are very close to 700 likes right now. I'm going to start a giveaway with you guys here. We're going to kick it off today. We're going to give access one more time to the VIP today. I'm not going to announce any giveaways anymore beforehand. So the fact that you are watching, that you are still here, says something about you. You were waiting for the trade that never came. Loser. I'm joking. This is just the market today, man. Nothing we can do about it. But at least we can do a giveaway here and have some fun. Anyways, what we're going to do, we're going to type in the word LTA right now. Let me set it up for you guys. Next, I want LTA VIP. One time. I'm telling you, one time. If you do it more than one time, you'll get kicked out of the event. So once, one time, if you want to join. It's all that's necessary. This thing automatically bans you otherwise. The VIP, baby. If you are serious about stepping up, this is something that you can get. It's nice to win something for free, but I want your full freaking dedication. I want you to be a dedicated G. And otherwise, there is someone else that really needs it, shit, right? Really wants it, can't afford it, really wants it. Think about it. Don't be egoistic if you think, I'm not going to put in the full effort, the full work. I'm not going to show up on the trading floor with guys that are very serious. All right? I think we're ready, baby. Unfortunately, I will not be streaming tomorrow. I will be flying. I will not be here, unfortunately, to trade the New York session with you guys. So that's going to take a couple more days. I'm going to be back following the regular schedule next week. We will be pushing content out very soon, though. So pay attention to this as well. In 3. In 2. In 1. At ZYoWay, my friend. ZYoWay, my friend. Congratulations, you won access to the VIP here. Type in, I'm here, or something like that. Show me that you're here, my friend. Show me that you're here. Otherwise, we are going to roll the dice one more time. And show me that you're here. Congratulations, though. He's here. All right, my friend. Congratulations. Awesome stuff. Beautiful. Next giveaway will be soon again. I probably will give away another FundedNext challenge next giveaway, okay? 25K FundedNext challenge or something in that manner here. Congratulations, the next person will come. We'll be doing this over and over again. We have been doing this on a weekly basis anyways here. All right, guys. Thank you for today. It was a great week. I mean, 2 streams only, right? Yesterday was great. Beautiful trade today. Not for me today. I don't like it. I don't like the market. All right. Appreciate you all, man. It was good to have you guys here anyways. And, man, I'm loving the freaking momentum. You guys are absolute G's. Absolute animals. Absolute G's. Actually here to learn as well, which is just freaking amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. I'm going to talk to you guys very, very soon. You guys are the best. Good luck with your journey. And I wish you the best. Download the book for free. Read this chapter 1 if you're new. Chapter 1 is all I'm asking. Chapter 1. And come to the next live stream again. Peace out.